All right, here we go. Section 14, FAR bar as is 5, as is was revised on April of 2017. Covering Section 14, professional advice broker liability. This is a good one for us because it kind of protects us, but we need to still point this out. There's some bold lettering here, but it basically, we need to make sure that the buyers and or sellers both review this paragraph and understand what it means. Okay, basically, it says that buyer and seller agree to verify all the property conditions, square footage, and other facts, and to consult appropriate professionals for legal, tax, environmental, and other special advice concerning matters affecting the property, meaning that they understand that we do not reside on the property and that all of our representations are based upon representations of public records that we're gathering our information from, or things that we've been told by other parties. But buyer agrees to rely solely, here it is, on seller, professional inspectors, and governmental agencies for verification of property conditions, square footage, and facts that materially affect the property value, not on the oral of the representations, oral, written, or otherwise, of broker. That means us. So what we're saying here is I'm going to highly encourage you to always, here's questions we get. What's the crime like in this area? What kind of people live here? Those are the things that you cannot answer and don't have, instead of telling them, oh, it's great. How about this? Here's a great website that tracks all the crime. Here's a great website that tracks the sexual predators, that have had to register and whatever. All right, that you need to let them go see the information themselves. Okay. So that is the best thing you can do is give them where to go get the information, but let them self-discover the information. I just can't highly encourage you enough to do that. Okay. So they agree to indemnify us on all this stuff, and they can't do it, based on inaccuracy of information provided by the indemnifying party or from public records. The indemnifying party's misstatements or failure to perform contractual. If you read this all part, it basically says, hey, look, we can only tell you what we've been told, all right, and that you agree to do that and to confirm what we're being told, and that you understand that we can only tell you what we know. And then the next thing is to later on, it talks about that they agreed to indemnify us, hold us harmless against our recommendations of third-party vendors, home inspectors and appraisers and other different types of people that to do that. Now, I put a little text box here. Buyer agrees to listen to professional inspectors and public records. Also, they agree not to hold us responsible for vendors we recommend. But that being said, never say, here's the home inspector I always use. You give them the choice of 3 or 4 different ones, 3 or 4 different lenders, 3 or 4 different everybody, so that they can say that, hey, they did their own investigation and they can choose whoever they want. Ultimately, they are the ones that are paying for it and are signing this contract, so they need to be comfortable with who they hire, and they don't need to go solely on your recommendation, all right? That they can go check it out so that they can't ever accuse you of steering business to one particular party, all right? Now, all that being said, this is a very strongly written paragraph. Does it absolve us or keep us from being sued? No. People sue us, well, not all the time, but people can sue for anything, whether they have a case or not. And so with that in mind, just be aware that it is there. You need to point that out. And once again, let me reiterate, give your clients, whether it be sellers or buyers, a copy of this contract early in the process so that they can review it, they can ask questions, they can go talk to their own legal counsel prior to them having to all of a sudden see it for the first time at the time we're trying to make an offer, when we got to get an offer in before 5 o'clock because there's already 4 other offers on the table. All right, so you need to make sure that that's all taken care of in advance. All right, so again, it's a very good paragraph. It's not our get out of jail free card all the time. It could be, all right, but realize people can still have issues with what we have going on, or what we've told them, and you need to make sure that they know that they can just need to go get the information themselves. You can help direct them where to go get it, but they can be directed to where it needs to happen. Okay, nope. All right, thanks.